Translating the Hithpael estimative. The estimative is the last method, the last way I'm going to talk about of how you can translate a Hithpael. It's a minor category, but I find it interesting, so I've included it. I found this in Seo's Grammar, page 299, and it has to do with how a person displays themselves, how they present themselves, or how they regard themselves. And it could be in truth or in pretense. So it could be truthful or not. Here we have chala. This means to be sick. To be sick. And this example down here, hit chalot, this is the infinitive construct. This ending here, we'll come to that later. It's the infinitive construct ending for verbs that end in hey. They're called 3 hey verbs. They're weak verbs, we'll come to it later, so just trust me for the moment. But even without this, you can see that it's definitely Hithpael from this same verb. So hit chalot, this is what is used in 2 Samuel 13 verse 2, and it is Amnon who's pretending to be sick. So here this is to pretend to be sick. To pretend, and I'll just copy this down here. So it's a pretense, right? He is presenting himself in a certain way. Now it happens to be in a false way. And it's the Hithpael that they use to express that. So that's an interesting use of Hithpael. Another example is this one. Now, this is a noun, Yehudi, a Jew, and just write that down. This here, mit yahadim, is a participle. It's used in Esther 8:17, chapter 8, verse 17, and it means professing to be Jews. Now, this is where Gentiles converted to become Jews. Well, did they convert or did they not? But they presented themselves as Jews, maybe some truthfully and maybe some not truthfully. But that was how they presented themselves because they were afraid of what was going on. They felt to be safer as Jews. So here we have another example of the Hithpael being used as an estimative, describing how a person presents themselves. And that can be in truth or it can be in pretense. So a minor category, but I thought it was rather interesting, so I included it here. But the other categories are the main ones we want to concern ourselves with, and that is the reflexive, the indirect reflexive, where a subject acts for the benefit of itself, the reciprocal, multiple subjects acting upon one another, the iterative, this repeative action, and finally this form here, this translation possibility, the estimative, how a person presents themselves.